Okay, 21. Alright, that's good. Okay, so let's fly on out. I want to fly out a bit before I turn. I'm not, what's my altitude? 21 feet. Okay, I'm going to turn. Okay, watch the altitude. 21.4, 21.5, 21.4, 21.5. Okay, good. Alright, I can kitty corner along here. That's good. 21.3, 21.5. Yeah, this is good. This is sort of what I wanted to do. I just wanted to fly along the shoreline. I was going to turn right and go out immediately along the shore, but I thought maybe I should just get out there and kind of get myself oriented. 21.2. Okay, we're coming up on Picky Cove, and this is where they're planning to, okay, I'm going to just back off here. Let me turn more to the side, Come on, don't go down, I want to go up. Let's see. Okay, that's Picky Cove here. Watch that altitude. I'm panning now. Okay. This is where the bridge is going to be. The Bay Circuit Trail is being straightened out around Mill Pond, and this is where they're planning to build the bridge. Somewhere across, yeah, probably from where you can see a little opening there. Okay. I'm not going to fly up in that cove because I'm just nervous about flying up there. 21 feet, okay. 21 feet. Okay. 21 feet, that's good. Okay, we're coming up on the dam, and this is one of the spillways, and there's a gate right to the left that you can see. I'm going to kind of turn a little bit. And it's a sort of a floodgate, I don't know. If you wanted to drain the pond, that's how you would drain the pond. And we've had a fair amount of rain, so there's water going over the dam now. Okay, I don't really want to go backwards. And here's the earthen part of the dam. 21 minutes. Okay. And it's not really easy to see. I'm going to gimbal down so get a little more sense of this. But this is a gate that allows water to flow into the mill building that's across the street. And that's the original source where the water fed water-powered mills. And then later, a Lombard governor, owned by Henry Warren, he used to test water system, electrical generating hydroelectric dam water systems with this, because you need to control the amount of water going over the dam or going through the system in order to maintain the speed of the generator, and that's really critical if you're planning to make electricity that's I'm getting yelled at here. I'm going to pull back a bit. Just going to pull back, straight back. I don't know what's... Anyway. Anyhow, so it was Lombard governor, and the governor was governing the amount of water going through the dam, or through the power system. Later, somebody decided that, I'm losing altitude. See, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Okay, I'm going to turn and continue along the river, along the shoreline here, just to... I can pitch it up a little bit. And just do a little nice little kitty corner along here. Okay, I'll keep talking while I inspect further upstream here. But anyhow, so Henry Warren built this Lombard governor, and that facility was still there long after that was turned into office buildings. And somebody bought the office building and said, "Hey, I could put an electrical generator on that same location and pay for some of my electric bills for my plant." So he indeed did that. He installed electrical generator, maybe made 10 kilowatts, something like that. 10 kilowatts, it's probably made like, $5 or $10 of, nah, don't want to go sideways. I'm kind of in a shadowed area here. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going straight. I will pause and turn so that I can watch the altitude. Watch the altitude. Okay, this is very nice. It's very nice. It's a little bit shadowed, I understand. Okay, so anyhow, we're heading into what I call Cotton Cove. Cotton Cove is sort of a long, circular cove. And it's just, we called it Cotton Cove because that's the Cotton family lived on the shores of this. In fact, we're just passing their house right now, straight ahead. Okay, and I need to pivot more, yaw more to the right so I know where the heck I'm going. Okay, I can continue on. So anyhow, so this generator got made, and it lasted a while, and the... Okay, I've been gaining altitude. That's fine. It doesn't really bother me. Let me pitch a little more. Okay, there's the point. Okay, so this is the end of Cotton Cove. We're now at 35 feet. I feel a little bit better about that altitude. Okay, and so the owner was making, a few dollars a day in electricity, and I think he got the impression that, well, okay, what can I do to optimize this thing? Coming up on sort of a weed area that looks like land, but that's mostly weeds. And somewhere around here, I'm looking for it. I don't know. There used to be something we called it Turtle Rock. And I would call it other things because of what it was covered in, but okay. Anyhow, this is, we used to go out here in the boat, go fishing. It was really weedy, probably just 2 or 3 feet depth. Okay, watch the altitude, panning a little bit. And then off to the left here is Weed Cove, which is beyond this grassy area. I'm going to go over to Weed Cove, which isn't quite so weedy now this time of year, but in the summer that will absolutely pack in with lily pads. Okay, we're doing okay. Getting a little bit of a signal degradation. It's because I'm probably sitting behind a tool shed here. But okay, so let's watch the altitude. I'm just panning, not moving anywhere. All right, so anyhow, the mill owner, we call it the mill owner, the owner of the Lombard Governor building, which was now an office building, built this generator, and he wanted to optimize it. He wanted to get a little bit more electricity out of this thing. So it's like, okay, well, what do you do? The physics are such that, I'm absolutely losing altitude here. Oh, no. I hit my go home button. anyway, back to my story. We have this mill owner that wants to optimize the amount of power that he's making. By the way, we're flying into Hog Cove, where we used to catch largemouth bass. It's just all of these, well, except for Cotton Cove, all of these are natural inlets from brooks. And so we have this physics. I was talking about physics. You have a physics with a pond. So if you want to increase the power going into a hydroelectric generator, really the only thing you can do is lower the height of the generator or the impeller, the thing that's producing the rotation, or you raise the height of the dam. And it turns out this is an old mill pond, and the dam had steel I-beams placed in the spillways. So, that's what you would do, is you would take advantage of those. You would put wooden boards in, thick wooden boards, into those slots that were made by vertical standing I-beams, and you would raise the level of the dam, raise the level of the water, and consequently raise the amount of, we call it energy potential, in order to increase the amount of power that is being produced by the dam. So that was a great idea. Why not? Why not? You own this mill, and you want to have more power coming out of your hobby project, and you want to make maybe another 50 cents. You want to make another 50 cents in electricity? It's like, okay, raise the level of the dam 50 cents a day or whatever. So okay, but it created a problem, because people living near the pond, not us so much, not us at all, but my next door neighbor in particular, Mike, was noticing he was running his sump pump 24 hours a day, because all of a sudden the water table is higher all around the pond, and all of a sudden, he's burning like $10 a day in electricity trying to keep water out of his basement. So Mike, being a smart guy, he said, all right, this thing right here where water is going out, taking water out of the dam, but at a higher level, that was the source of his problem, the fact that the dam was higher. And Mike, being a practical guy, he realized there was something true about this dam about 20 or 30 years ago, is that nobody wanted to claim ownership of it. These bridges are new, the dam is all rebuilt, but back then nobody wanted to claim ownership because it needed about $500,000 in repairs. So it's like, if the owner, if Mike had a problem with the owner, it's like, okay, well, the owner would have to claim that he owns the dam, in which case he would have to claim that he owns the, $500,000 liability. And Mike, being a really practical guy, said there's no point in going to court. There's no point in having a meeting. There's no point in, raising a stink about it. He just went out at night in a boat, took his chainsaw and cut the dam boards out of the dam and sent them on their way. And so it's like, okay, go ahead and complain about that. Go ahead and complain that somebody attacked your dam. And at the same time, you're going to assume the liability of the $500,000 of repairs that were going to be necessary. So the dam owner never said a damn thing about it, and that was the end of that. But it did raise the whole point of who owns the dam, and it did raise the point that maybe the dam really did need to be fixed. And so the generator ran another few months and then died, and it sat there for 25 years, and the parts of it are still there today. But ironically, the current owner of the facility, I'm just going to go up to show you the irony of all of this, is that if the guy, just waited another 20 years, this would have been the real solution. And this is the mill, and I'm just going to, I've got 8 minutes. I can't do this much longer, but you can see what happened is they carpeted the top with solar panels. Look at that, carpeted with solar panels. So that was the solution, ultimately. And that makes about 20 times more power than right in the corner of the parking lot That's where the impeller is. But yeah, so the current owner is making 20 times more power from those solar panels than he ever would have made from the whole hydroelectric experiment. So anyhow, I am demonstrating the wonderful capacity of myself to narrate while flying at the same time, which is not very good. You can see me sitting in my chair there. I'm going to come around. I've got 8 minutes left on my battery, and I really want to come down. Come on. Okay. A little bit more turning this way. All right, I'm going to stop recording. I don't need to record the landing. Oh, man. Well, I am recording the landing because it's really windy, and I'm seeing a lot of problems with trees all around, and I'm just nervous. And if I crash this thing, I'm going to have a record of it, if I can. Yeah, come on down, come on. I want my quadcopter back. Okay. And take it on down. And that's that. Nice landing. Anytime you get your quadcopter back is a good landing. Okay, so what's the step? Power down. Record power levels 28% on the flight battery, 83% on the controller.